Marathon's enclosed alpha is kicking off this week, and there's going to be a lot of buzz around the game. So if you're jumping in or trying to jump in for the play session, there's some things that you should probably look into before you get into the game. Starting off first here, just keeping it a buck. Marathon is a PvPvE extraction shooter, not a battle royale. Not even really a hero shooter. You could think of it as like Tarkov meets Destiny with a little bit of Bungie flair, but that's doing a little oversimplification. That's not really doing it any justice. They're really trying to spin something new on the genre and in the space, so this is their next step into that Bungie-ness. The objective isn't to be the last person standing, none of that. It's to pretty much get in, grab whatever you're looking for, and get out. That's the dub that we're looking for. In this, you will be facing other people as well as AI. PvPvE. Up here next, the game is catered around 3-person squads. That's where pretty much all the baselines are set. That's how all the AI sort of PvE encounters are set. That's how the base squads are set, 3 players. But that does not mean you can't play solo or you can't play duo. Just know that when you do those, you can jump in. You will be outnumbered and you will be at a disadvantage, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. Team coordination is key, map knowledge is key, game knowledge is key, regardless if you have 3, 2, or if it's just you. Marathon might have runners or heroes, as some people like to call them. It's not just like a skin or a class or a hero. It's a lot more than that. Bungie's teased a lot of things encompassing what goes on around these runners, and again, they're just used as like a base jumping off point, both narratively and gameplay wise. You can really tune the runners to kind of fit how you want them to be, even though yes, they do kind of give you a springboard into a specific play style, and they have specific abilities dedicated for each runner. You can definitely fine tune them to kind of be the person or be the vehicle of gameplay that you want them to be. Moving on to the next thing here, not everything about the Marathon Alpha is combat focused. You have to complete contracts, gather loot, materials, credits. There's a lot of in-game choices that have to be made outside of just who am I shooting next. There's a lot more to do than just hunt down enemy players or enemy bots for that matter. If you want to be a lore person and just figure out what the secrets are of the map and then get out, cool. If you are a PvP person, you want to look for all those gunfights, you can do that too. If you're a PvE person, hey, you can bounce around between all the different regions and find all the PvE aspects you want. You can definitely tailor the game play to be a style of play that you want, but it's not always about the combat if that's not what you're looking for. Again, this is an extraction shooter. It's not a battle royale, so the goal isn't to be the last person in the lobby and then bail out. You can easily jump in there and in the first 5 minutes be gone. It all depends on what you're going in for the game to look for. You're looking for loot? Are you looking for materials? Are you looking for lore? Are you looking for fights? Are you looking to hide and do all that in between? It's really up to you. But you can get in and get out as fast or slow as possible. But getting out really is the goal. It's a high risk, high reward type of scenario. You can stay in longer to get better loot, get better chances of finding more stuff. You also have higher chances of getting blasted by either a bot or somebody else and losing all that stuff too. So again, getting out is the key. Again, this is an alpha. Yes, you're getting an early look at the game, but essentially you are a glorified QA tester, so keep that in mind. A lot of this stuff is work in progress, ain't finished yet. They're looking for feedback. There will be a lot of limited systems. We're not going to get access to everything. You're not keeping your progress when this alpha is over, so just keep that in mind. This is an alpha. You're testing things out. You're expected to give feedback. Don't just be a little monkey and I got the game, I'm in the game. This game ain't finished. It's an alpha. It's not supposed to be finished. You're supposed to yap and give Bungie feedback on all the aspects of the game that you feel like is doing well and is not doing well. There's a lot of channels that you can do that on. You don't gotta, you can come back to mine and we can talk about it here, but you can go to your other favorite YouTuber or streamer. You can go to Twitter or TikTok or Instagram, wherever you do all your social media mongering. You can do all that there, but make sure you do your job as a glorified QA tester and yap about the pros, cons, and ugly things in a space that is hopefully beneficial to talk about it, and you can do that. But we need that feedback. We need those conversations to be happening. So keep that in mind. Moving on to another point here. Hey, it is a Bungie shooter. If you played one of them, you know how they're going to feel. There's going to be some things that kind of cross over. There might be some new things and some things that kind of shock you, but for all intents and purposes, hey, you know what you're getting into when you're shooting Bungie guns, when you're doing Bungie things. their games feel pretty good. Or if you don't like how they feel, well, you're probably going to get more of the same. So just be aware of that going in. Another thing here as well, listen, again, yes, you're a QA tester, but you're also someone who's got an early glimpse into the game. Look around, do some stuff, figure it out. The whole point of like a lot of the Bungie devs and like the reveal was like, we want players to explore and go find stuff. This is the first opportunity we have on mass to go find stuff. If you're a PvE head, try to get into as many PvE engagements and figure out all the PvE nooks and crannies as you can. If you're a lore head, try to look at all the scraps of paper on the ground. You might find a new caloric fucking dietitian book or something. I don't know. Y'all know what to look for in those areas. When you know what you're looking. If you're a PvP guy, hey, try to get into as many engagements as you can with as many different weapons as you can. Try to figure out what's happening. You know what you're looking for when you're the type of player, and they're trying to hit all three in a different way: narrative, lore, PvP, and PvE. You know which type of player you are, so figure out those nooks and crannies and then dive into those things. And then once you figure that out, dive into some other stuff. See what's happening. See what the game has to offer in this regard. If you don't like something, say something. If you do like something, say something. That's what the point of this is. And then just to kind of give a little bit of housekeeper stuff out the way, just because it is an alpha, there's a lot of stuff about not being able to getting in stuff like that. Hey, you gotta join the marathon Discord so you can get a chance to sign in to hopefully get into the alpha. Because right now I'm not even in. I'm crying. Bungie hates me, I guess, but I guess I gotta get used to that. But hey, in order for you to even try to get in, you got to get to the proper channels to sign up to get in. So go to the marathon Discord, go to the alpha channel, fill out the application, try to get in, right? If you're already in and you got friend codes, give it to a homie. The alpha will pretty much be on everything: PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Sorry, Switch people, I don't think that's happening. It won't be a huge install, hopefully. I'm looking at about 6 gigs, I think, for consoles. I'm not sure if it's the same for PC. Speaking of PC, they did put out a minimum PC spec. So for anyone who's running on potatoes, your potato might be enough to get the job done, or it might not be. I'll put that on screen as well. The alpha does run through the 23rd to May 4th. So you got some time. You got some time to play and sink your teeth in. You know, you got time to be a monkey and just run around doing stuff, or you got time to be a real sleuth and figure out what's going on. You also got time to be a real critic and be like, hey, I don't like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 about this game. Let's fix it, right? This is the time to do that. They also spoke about, again, trying to get into the alpha. Pretty much you can sign up as early as last week, and they're rolling out invites pretty much the entire time throughout the alpha. I'm hoping I can get in as soon as possible. I'm hoping I can get in at all at this point, but we'll see, right? Again, the alpha is North America based, so if you aren't in North America, I'm sure you can still play. If you get access to it, you'll just be playing on American servers, so keep that in mind as well. And again, last thing here before I end off here, again, it's an early test, not a finished product. Your point of being in this alpha is to not only kind of experience the game at its state right now, but to also give feedback. Don't just, there's like 400,000 people trying to get into the alpha. If you manage to get in, don't just play, bro. Talk about it somewhere so somebody can see it, get the feedback, and we can have a better game for everybody, right? It's one of those opportunities where, hey, some people just won't be able to get in, right? That's just how it goes for whatever reason. If you're able to get in, try to do your part. Even if you're a hater, bro, do your part and hate constructively. That's all I can really say, you know? Even if you love the game, try to give it some feedback in a way that's like, I don't really like this too much, you know? All positive isn't all good. All negative isn't all good anyway. You got to have a middle ground somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Even as someone like me who's super hyped for the game, I'm still looking to find stuff that I don't really like as much, to have an open dialogue and open discourse with the devs about it, because I want this game to do well and I want people to enjoy the game as much as I do for whatever reason, regardless if you're a PvE focused person, PvP, or a narrative person. You know, they're saying there's something here for everybody, and I want to make sure that they are fulfilling those promises as best they can for the medium that they're trying to fulfill it. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me here. Hey, if you're already in the alpha, hey, Good luck, have fun, do your part as a community member and speak up and say stuff. If you're not in yet, well, fingers crossed for you. Just keep checking your email, maybe hit up some other people and see if they got in and see if you can get a friend code. If not, hey, you can pretty much wait till August for the beta and then September for the full game. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go cry a bit in my corner because I don't have an access key, but hey, I'll still be here making as much marathon content as I can anyway. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll catch you on Tau 84.